grew up in Egypt. He grew up in the palace where what is the Pharaoh has magicians. This thing that God is showing him is child's play. He has seen it before. It was not the first time. So you don't see. If you mean what you are saying, and you say you are the God of these people that you want me to deliver, number one, you, God, come, let us go together. Are you getting me? You, come, let us go together. The first time I tried it, today, I'm a fugitive. If I must go, until you ask God to come with you, certain things will become a monster before you. All telling us that you are not calibrated. You are not designed to walk alone. You are not designed to walk alone. You are not created to walk alone. God created you for his glory. We are all created in the image and likeness of God to manifest his glory. But you cannot manifest glory when you are not a carrier of his presence. Because it's the presence that precedes the glory. Praise the name of Jesus. Imagine Moses having all the signs and wonders. He saw the burning bush. He had the rod of miracle, but he still desired the presence of God. He desired the presence of God. God was indirectly telling Moses, see, I am here. What you need now is to manifest. So he says, since you are here, show me your glory. Show me your glory. That means make yourself manifest in my life. Praise the name of Jesus. You can't be a child of God. You want to represent God. You are called a believer. You are called a pastor. You are called a child of God in your place of work, and you are not manifesting glory. It will distinguish us from the people in the face of the earth, if not that your presence go with us. When a man carries God's presence, when a man carries glory, he has added advantage. You don't pray for nothing. You don't live a consecrated life for nothing. Your life of consecration is not just for you to make heaven. Hear me. Hear me. Your life of consecration, if you are living a consecrated life just for you to make heaven, I don't have a challenge with that. But your life of consecration is more than just you making heaven. Heaven is important. You can equally see God's glory on earth and enjoy the goodness of God when you live a consecrated life. In thy sight and consider that, see, you cannot ask of God's presence without knowing God. The presence of God comes to you knowing God. You can write that down. The presence of God comes with you knowing God. So you don't demand for God's presence without seeking his ways. Pastor is like somebody coming to church and having all night prayers. You pray all night for 40 days and you still have a bad character. Of what use was that prayers? You had 12 days of fasting and prayer. After the fast, you cannot even live a life that demonstrates the fact that you carry God. Of what use is that fast? Say, show me your ways. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me thy ways, that I may know thee and I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. When a man seeks to know God, God reveals his presence to him. Go to the next verse. This guy asked God of his ways. What did God say? Say, and he said, my presence shall go with you. Are you following me? When you seek to know God, the addition that comes is God's presence. You cannot know God and detach his presence. I say that again. When you seek to know God, what comes with you having the knowledge of God is God's presence. He asked to know God. What did God respond with? Say, and he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. verse. My presence shall go with you. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up there, because I don't want to go alone. Somebody say, seek God before you seek his presence. Somebody say again, seek God before you seek his presence. See, when you seek God, you have his presence. Praise the name of Jesus. Praise the name of Jesus. Sorry, Pastor T, do you know the governor of this state? Does he know you? Okay. He knows the governor, but the governor does not know him. He knows the governor because the governor is the governor of the state. The governor will know him based on relationship. Sit down. You can come to church and know God, but the Bible says, my sheep hears my voice, and they follow. You can come to church and know God, but he does not know you. What did we see when we were going to Eket for the burial? A billboard that I will not forget. And pastor just showed me, say, Pastor, do you see that billboard? Many persons saw that billboard, but that billboard still stick in my mind. What was that billboard? What was the write-up on the billboard? Meet God before he meets you. Do you still remember, Pastor? Say, see, meet God. It's better for you to meet God here before he may meet you on the last day. Okay, now it makes sense to you. Anytime I remember that billboard, boom, it's like something. Say, meet God before God meets you. Do you understand that statement? Pastor Tony knows the governor, but the governor does not know him. You can know God by information, but you meet God by revelation. Do you get that? You can know God by information. When they say John 3:16 said, for God so loved the world that he gave it, you can quote the Bible from cover to cover. You know God based on information, but you can only meet God by revelation. And when you meet God when he reveals himself to you, he cannot reveal himself without his presence, and you cannot be a carrier of his presence without manifesting his glory. Having a relationship with God, church is the first place. It's good to come to church. We teach you the word, but your relationship with God, you don't have to build it. I cannot build your relationship with God on your behalf. No, I can only teach you. You build your relationship with God. That's the same way I cannot give you God's presence, because when you build relationship with God, his presence comes upon you. Am I teaching this morning? You don't demand for God's presence without seeking his ways. Moses seek his ways and got his presence.